What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Wards Report. I have some big news for you guys this morning. So apparently the Raptors are trying to trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers to move up to that number 3 spot in this year's NBA draft. Apparently they have made a trade proposal, but they aren't the only ones that have made a trade proposal to the Cleveland Cavaliers for that 3rd overall pick. Orlando Magic apparently have thrown their name in there as well. They've made a trade proposal to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm going to break down what this means for the Raptors. I also have some other news I want to break down regarding Raptors and the draft. So I'm going to get into all of that in just a moment, but I need to talk to you guys about something, which is the amount of people watching my videos and not hitting the subscribe button. We are still about at 86% of you guys. 86% of people who watch this videos, my YouTube videos, but for whatever reason don't hit that subscribe button. So if you guys want to hit that subscribe button, I'd be very much appreciative of that. I also do give out random shout outs to subscribers. So for today's video, shout out goes out to Kofi Asper. So I'm sorry if I've mispronounced your name there, but thank you for continuously supporting this channel. It is very much appreciated. With that being said, let's get into today's video. So we know the Raptors were apparently really high on choosing Scottie Barnes. Some news came out yesterday about the Raptors potentially taking a look at Scottie Barnes at the number 4 pick. There's also some news that came out yesterday talking about how the Raptors could potentially trade down in the NBA draft to choose Scottie Barnes. And we get this news this morning. So what is going on with the Raptors? Is this just a smokescreen? As some of you guys have commented in my previous video about the Raptors potentially, confusing the teams ahead of us of who they're going to choose. Jonathan Kuminga, Scottie Barnes, we've been hearing names like that. Maybe they're trying to get one of those teams to choose one of these guys so they get a better chance at the number 4 spot. But the Raptors, we know, have made a trade proposal to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and so have the Orlando Magic. Now, we don't know the details of the trade proposal, who it involves, which players, what it involves, but when you talk about the Raptors and having to trade up to that number 3 spot, I think for sure, obviously, you have to include the 4th overall pick, but also you have to add assets to that to entice the Cleveland Cavaliers. We know the Orlando Magic have some really young pieces they can throw in a trade proposal to move up to that number 3 spot. And apparently, the Cleveland Cavaliers, there's been rumors for the last several weeks. They're really high on Jonathan Kuminga, so they may just move down. Now, the Raptors, when you talk about what they would have to give up to move to that number 3 spot, I think for sure, obviously, the number 4 overall pick, potentially a future first-round pick, and maybe someone like a Malachi Flynn, potentially more. Maybe throwing Chris Boucher's name in there as well. Now, potentially, you're going to have to give up a lot, let's be honest, to move up to that number 3 spot. It's not just going to be, number 4 and Malachi Flynn. I think without a doubt, the Cleveland Cavaliers will want a lot in return. They know the Raptors and now the Magic, who are both competing for that number 3 overall pick. It's going to be a battle between who gives up more. So I think the Raptors are definitely going to have to give up more than just that. But it's going to be really interesting to see this now, because we've been hearing about Jonathan Kuminga. We've heard about Scottie Barnes. Now we're hearing this. And apparently, if the Raptors do get that number 3 pick, there's been rumors that they want to select Evan Mobley, which would be really exciting. As Raptors fans, we can rub our hands together, get really excited. We know Evan Mobley is that 7-foot center who can come into our starting lineup, be a starting center for us. He's a great defensive player as well. He can block shots. He can be a rim protector. We know his wingspan is absolutely enormous. He'd really fit in with the Raptors really well. But there's also a slim chance, but there's still a slim chance of potentially Jalen Green falling to that number 3 spot as well. So it'd be really exciting to see what goes on. It's there's a lot of smokescreen apparently been going on with the Raptors, who are trying to throw teams off. Masai Ujiri is back to playing these mind games. He's trying to throw off Cleveland Cavaliers, maybe the Houston Rockets, see what they're going to do. Get him to make a little blunder, make a mistake, and then he's going to jump at the opportunity to select the right player. This is going to be really interesting to see what the Raptors do on draft day. There's definitely going to be more news coming out in the following days, but this is exciting, because we know there's been talks about the Rockets being high on Evan Mobley as well. And they've actually talked about them being internal choices. There's been some rumors about them having a little bit of a split decision of who they should choose, Jalen Green or Jalen Suggs. So imagine if Jalen Green falls at that number 3 spot as well for the Raptors. That'd be a dream scenario. But it's going to be a really exciting draft in terms of who the Raptors could potentially target at the number 3 or even at the number 4 spot. It's going to be really exciting to see what the Raptors do, what Masai Ujiri does at the NBA draft in terms of moving up and moving down. Stay tuned to see what the Raptors do. I do want to hear your thoughts though. What do you guys think? What do you think the Raptors should do? Do you think they should trade up? How much do you think they should give up? What would a trade proposal look like if we were trading with the Cleveland Cavaliers? Let me know all of that fun stuff in the comment section. And if you guys are still watching this video, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.